Okay, Reddit. IF30 am in a complete spiral and need an outside perspective. My boyfriend, Mark Myth32, and I have been together for 5 years. We've lived together for 3. Everything generally seems great. We split chores, we laugh a lot, our families get along, and we have a really comfortable routine. The sticking point, and it's been a massive one for me, is marriage. When we hit the 2-year mark, I started gently bringing it up. Mark would say things like, "Of course, I want to marry you, just not right now. Let's enjoy being together." Fair enough, I thought. The 3-year mark came, and I was more direct. I told him that while I loved our life, I genuinely wanted to get married and build a family. And I needed to know if we were on the same page. He said, "Absolutely, I see a future with you. Let's aim for when I get that promotion next year." Well, he got the promotion last year, and then the goalpost shifted again. It became, "I want to be financially stable enough to buy a house before we get married. You deserve a proper home." This was a new one, and honestly, a bit frustrating. We live in a perfectly nice apartment, and I'm not asking for a mansion. I just want commitment. I told him this, calmly but firmly. I explained that while a house would be wonderful, it wasn't a prerequisite for marriage for me. That a partnership meant building things together, not waiting for one person to achieve some arbitrary benchmark. He got a little defensive, saying I was putting too much pressure on him, and he just wanted everything to be perfect. Fast forward to last night. Mark had planned a romantic picnic at the local botanical garden. He's usually not big on grand gestures, so I was a little suspicious, but trying to keep an open mind. We're sitting there, the sun setting, and he starts with the flowery language. He's talking about our journey, how much he loves me, how he can't imagine life without me. My heart is pounding because I think, finally, this is it. Then he says, "And I want to spend forever with you. That's why. I've been saving up, and I think by next spring we'll have enough for a down payment on that house we talked about." My jaw almost hit the picnic blanket. He then pulls out a small, beautifully wrapped box. My mind is screaming, "No, no, no, not a house deed, not a house deed." He smiles and says, "So, what do you say? Ready to start really building our future?" And then he opens the box. Inside was a key. Not to our current apartment. A shiny, brand new key. And a realtor's brochure for a house in a neighborhood we'd loosely talked about. I just stared at it. I felt deflated, crushed even. 5 years of waiting, of having goalposts moved. And his big surprise was another delaying tactic, disguised as a grand gesture for something I never said I needed before marriage. I couldn't fake it. I looked at him and said, "Mark, this is a house key. We talked about this. I want to marry you, not just live with you in a bigger place." His face fell. He looked genuinely confused. "But I thought this was what you wanted. A home, a real future." I snapped a little. A real future for me involves a marriage, Mark, not just another step towards an arbitrary goal that keeps changing. Did you honestly think I'd be thrilled about a house key when I've been waiting for a ring for years? He got really quiet, then said, "So, you're not happy? After all this planning? After I tried to do something special?" I probably should have handled it better, but I was so hurt and disappointed. I just packed up my bag and told him I needed to go home. He called me later, saying I ruined the moment and made him feel like his efforts meant nothing. He said I was ungrateful and that he was genuinely trying to show his commitment. Now I'm sitting here, wondering if I just blew up my relationship. Was I too harsh? Should I have just pretended to be happy and then brought it up later? Or was his surprise genuinely tone deaf and a sign that we're on completely different pages? Am I the asshole?